Sellers mount as rising online transactions during the COVID-19 pandemic have attracted scammers. Joining us now is the chairman of the Philippine House Committee on Trade and Industry, Wes Gatchalian, who's pushing for the e-commerce bill. Good afternoon, Congressman, and welcome to the show.
Good afternoon, Rika, and to all your viewers of ANC. Good afternoon.
Sir, before the COVID pandemic started, e-commerce has already been on the rise, and it has been playing on a gray area with no regulating body to oversee things happening. Now, your bill aims to establish a Bureau of E-commerce that will be attached to the DTI, finally forming that body that we've been looking for online market. Can you tell us more about this, please?
Well, Rika, the main objective of creating an e-commerce bureau is so that there would be a one-stop shop wherein complaints and all issues regarding transactions online can be handled. And we in the proposed measure, House Bill 6122, we propose that the Department of Trade and Industry will be the one regulating under the e-commerce bureau any and all transactions happening online. So the main point natin dito, Rika, is to hold jointly and solidarily not only the seller but the online platforms once there is a complaint or meron pong mga bagay na binenta pong counterfeit, meron po tayong hindi po dumating na kagamitan or damage sa kagamitan and all sorts of the issues. Now, if the online platform is just a third party linking buyers and sellers together, ngayon po with the House Bill 6122, the website itself will be held responsible for all transactions happening within their website.
But these are only for those with websites as platforms. So what about those sellers using social media apps like Facebook or Instagram to have an online market?
Yes, well, they are also required to register under the Department of Trade and Industry, and all businesses, whether you are MSMEs locally or foreign, will now be asked to register. Just like our businesses in the brick and mortar industry, in the shopping malls right now, everybody is registering with the national government, with the BIR, with the local government. So in the same way, all businesses, all online platforms who wish to do business in the Philippines, who wish to sell, provide, or give their services, should register with DTI. And in turn, DTI will give them the seal of trust mark. No, it's like a seal of good housekeeping. So that once you have this seal, customers and consumers will now have confidence and peace of mind, no, in transacting to that certain website.
Congressman, some small-time online sellers are not being taxed. So when you mentioned that they have to register their business, right then they will be needing to pay taxes to the government. Now, looking at this, the online sellers are actually a good way for the government to look as a possible source of augmenting national budget. How are we going to be tackling all the past years that they have been in operation? Will we be charging them for the years they have been in operation before they have been registered, or shall they be starting to pay taxes right after they register?
Well, Rika, it's unfair to charge them for those past years wherein wala pa naman tayong batas. No? So once this, hopefully, this bill becomes a law, then that's the only time that they will be charged. But it's good to point out that there are definitions inside the bill. For example, if you are just a consumer to consumer, no? Wherein, for example, you have an old cell phone, personal, and you posted it in Facebook Marketplace, somebody bought it, yun po ay hindi na po natin kasama sa ating pong panukala. But if it is for business purposes and quantities that are big enough for commercial commercial purposes, no, or commercial quantities, those are items that are covered with this bill, wherein we will regulate and we will put taxes. And anyway, right now we are already doing it, no? So DTI is for all the MSMEs, for all the tenants in the malls, for all the commercial establishments in a local government unit. Everybody is asked or mandated to register with the local government or to register with the national government. So it's just the same. Here, we're just formalizing everything. We're putting order into the internet world. We're putting order in the e-commerce industry so that there will be one body, and that is the E-commerce Bureau under DTI, who will govern and put rules on these transactions.
Lastly, Congressman, before I let you go, scams have been abounding, especially since the pandemic started. How are we seeing this to be regulated?
Well, Rika, a while ago, while waiting, I was listening to the speech of and statement of Secretary Mon Lopez, and he mentioned already that I think close to 500 people were already apprehended during the period of lockdown, no? And iba-iba na ho ang crimes nila, whether profiteering, whether hoarding, whether selling fake goods, etc. So with this House Bill 6122, we will give penalties not only to the sellers but also to the online platform, ranging from 500,000 to 5 million. And if you are unregistered and you were caught by the E-commerce Bureau, the whole value of the goods that you're transacting will be charged, and possible confiscation of all the items you're selling. So right now, even if you are a foreign company, whether you're registered in Singapore, Australia, Europe, or USA, but you're doing business here, Filipino people are transacting your website, you will be asked to register to get the proper permits with the Department of Trade and Industry. Para sa ganun pa ho, kung meron pang mga insidente tayo na hindi dumating yung item, damage yung item, fake goods or stolen goods or profiteering or hoarding, etc., the government can act on it, and the E-commerce Bureau will have the mandate, no, to help consumers and protect consumers from frauds inside the e-commerce or internet industry.
Sir, this needs to be certified by the House, and I do hope that this gets to be given attention anytime soon, because the pandemic is still being ongoing. Thank you so much, Chairman of the House Committee on Trade, Industry, Wes Gatchalian, sir, for your time.
Yeah, thank you very much, Rika, and good morning, good afternoon to everybody.
Good afternoon to you too, sir.